for people of YouTube land. Just doing another test of this microphone. But what I've done is I've ordered a microphone adapter from the DJI store. Now the first thing I noticed compared to the cheap one that I got off Amazon, which was something like, well, it sort of had like Henk or something like Hench or something like that at the start of it. I don't know whether that's the name of it or what, but it comes in DJI packaging, well, Cynova packaging should I say, because it's not actually DJI, although DJI do sell the Cynova one as well. But anyway, the cheaper ones on Amazon is what I previously had. Costs about 20 quid, which is about a little over half the price of what the DJI store sell them for. But when the DJI store version came this morning, and I tried it in the camera, first thing I noticed was that it clicks in much more solidly. It's got a much more positive click to it. Now that leads me to believe that the cheap ones on Amazon are exactly that, you know, just like cheap copies or whatever, you know. So I thought I'd come out and give it a little test. Now I've just put the camera on HDR 30 frames a second, haven't got any sort of ND filters on it or anything like that. I thought I'd just give the audio a try, just see what the crack is. So testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. At the moment I've got the wind noise reduction off on the camera, so I intend to try it with it on as well, just to see whether, you know, there is a difference from the cheap one. And you're going to be getting some wind noise, obviously, especially, you know, when you start to get over 70 miles an hour. I do tend to get a bit of wind up underneath the chin bar of the helmet that I'm wearing. But anyway, that's by the by. So like I say, you know, the initial thoughts that I've got on those two different adapters is that the DJI one is going to be better. And it's going to be better from the point of view of, with the cheaper one off Amazon, it doesn't click in the same, and you only need to wobble the mic adapter a little bit for the audio to actually drop out. So obviously when you go a little bit faster, you're going to start to get, you know, that adapter moving, which is going to cause the audio to drop out. So I wanted to test how this one did at speeds of around 70 miles an hour, because obviously I don't go faster than ever go faster than 70 miles an hour. And yeah, just really to test it, see how secure it is, but also to test the audio quality. Now I have said in the previous video that the Cynova mic adapter doesn't support stereo. Now I might be wrong about that, because that was taken into account my own tests with one of those cheaper Cynova mic adapters. So at the moment I'm in mono. You know, there's nothing I can do about that. You know, I've got the two mics spliced into a mono plug, so you know, that's just the way it is, you know. But what I might do is I might try it again, splicing it into a TRS 3.5mm jack and see where we go from there, see whether it will actually work or not. So we'll see on that score, like. But yeah, I'm kind of I'm a little bit angry about the being, well, not ripped off, you know what I mean. It worked, and it would probably work for somebody who wasn't doing motor vlogging and stuff. You know, it'd probably work quite fine as an adapter for a microphone, but from the motovlog point of view, you don't want the audio, you know, dropping in and out and what have you there. So yeah, so the plan is I'm just gonna head up to the Vulcan, have a cigarette as you do, and then what I plan to do is, and I want to put the wind noise reduction on the camera and see if that will actually work with this mic adapter. It could be just, you know, just the same as what it was with the, what do you call it, one, but I wanted to find out, you know, if I can improve the audio in some way, then great, you know. Now it might not even work with the adapter, it might just be, the wind noise reduction might just be for the external mics, I don't know, I've never read up on it here, but I'm going to give it a try anyway, and just see what the crack is. And I cleaned the bike yesterday as well, so I'll maybe give you a look at that while it's clean as well, while I'm up here. Mind you, if all those puddles and loads of mud and what have you are still at the entrance to the airport, then that might be a case of it was clean. So yeah, be interesting to see how this HDR works. I'm only in 1080p, you know, 30 frames a second. I have brought ND filters with us just in case I need to slow down the what do you call it, but I don't think I'll use them, to be honest. Yeah, my bike was clean. See if I can find a clean route through this. Kind of heartbreaking when you've done all that hard work, you know what I mean, to get your bike clean, and you immediately get it dirty again. I've got a plane taxiing up to the top of the runway there. Don't know if you can see that in the HDR. Anyway, so I'm going to have a tab, play with the camera, and I'll be back to you, so won't be long. So that's the well, I've had a cigarette, and also I have activated the wind noise reduction on the camera in the settings menus. So we're going to test whether there's any difference or not, or any noticeable difference. I suspect there won't be. I suspect that wind noise reduction is solely for the built-in microphones, but I could be wrong. So I'll just give you a quick look at the bike while she's clean. Looks great, doesn't she? You know, what a nice bike they are, like. A nice bike. Like, I did like the Honda, the CB, but this has a bit more bulk about it, you know what I mean? Which is handy for somebody of my size, because I'm like 6'2", you know what I mean? So it does feel a lot more roomy than the CB did. Good bike though, the CB, has to be said. I don't like the new one. You know, I preferred the 2017 model. I don't like that round headlight that they've put on the newer ones. Looks a bit raj to me. I'd rather have a CBR if you know, if I decided to go down that route ever again. But these look great, like they do, especially with the aftermarket exhaust, because standard exhaust is a bit bulky. You know, you're probably going to save 5 kilograms in weight, you know, changing the end can on the bike as well there. So Yeah, not better. You see those blue stripes that I put on, which I talked about last time? They are, hardly noticeable, except when you shine a light on the bike and then they really pop, which is kind of cool. I really do like that seat cowl. That's a really nice touch, that. Quite expensive though, I think they were 137 quid, something like that, if I remember rightly. But yeah, they are a really good touch. Really do finish off the bike. I think probably the next purchase will be the radiator guard, which I'll probably get from Evo Tech Performance, as well as the fender eliminator, which I'll also probably get from Evo Tech Performance. Again, that's a bit expensive though, at 126 quid I think it is. Right, so let's do this test. The old gloves on. The plane taken off. Quite busy with the light aircraft today. Leaving on a jet plane. So, here we go. Car get by. So yeah, my bike was clean. Head this way, I think. Just a little bit easier to get out the junction when you go this way. So yeah, I was quite peeved off that obviously I've spent an extra 20 quid on a mic adapter that really isn't suitable for purpose. Like, I bought it when I bought the camera, so because they were both on the same website, I just thought that was probably the best thing to do, But anyway, we live and we learn, as they say. I'm interested to see what this HDR looks like though. If it looks alright, I'll probably just use it all the time, because to be quite honest, and even though I've bought the filters and everything, it's a bit of a ball ache when you're playing about with filters and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. Speed up just to give this a test with its wind noise reduction, assuming that it's working with the external microphone. Yeah. It was really sunny when I came out. Yeah, so hopefully there is a marked difference with this microphone adapter compared to the other one, otherwise I've wasted 44 quid. And there you go. You got to try these things though. The fact was, I just couldn't believe that you know, the audio quality was so iffy, you know, on that adapter. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the proper DJI one, and if it is exactly the same, then I've got two. Secretly hoping that it was going to be better though. But we'll obviously the proof's in the pudding. I'll review this video and then we'll come to a decision after that. Yeah, so that's about all today's been about, is just testing this Cynova microphone adapter, see if it's any better than the cheap ones off Amazon. It's certainly better from the point of view of it, the way it fixes into the camera. It seems a lot more sturdy, so I'm hoping for a bit more stability from the audio from that, just from that point of view. I've still yet to test it to see if it's actually any good with stereo. But I'm not going to hold my breath there. Nah, never mind me, lass. Never mind me. So yeah, we'll, like I say, come to a conclusion to that once I've previewed this video and see what the crack is. So, all you people out there in the Republic of YouTube land, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. But until then, ride safely and take care of yourselves. Take care.